From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is 1011's Morning Pulse.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.
Good morning, this is Craig Allison with your Morning Pulse for Wednesday, September 17th. Our first story this morning, right to the fields. As farmers begin to dive into the harvest, the USDA is forecasting 13% higher corn production compared to last year. A new report predicts U.S. corn production to hit 16.8 billion bushels. While it's a lot higher than last year, the forecast is down slightly from last month. Meanwhile, soybean production is expected to decrease by about 2% from last year. Over to our crime tracker this morning, 20-year-old Joe Brummett of Lincoln has taken a plea deal after a 15-year-old confessed a series of sexual assaults to school officials last year. Brummett pled no contest to felony child abuse. That's dropped from one count of first-degree sexual assault. Brummett was arrested in January after the girl who reported the assaults told police she was in a relationship with him from August to October of last year, but ended it once she learned he lied about his age. He told her he was 17, but he was 19 at the time. Brummett is looking at up to 3 years in prison and will be sentenced in mid-November. The third story, gambling in Nebraska has been legal for a couple of years now, with many hoping it would provide additional revenue for the Cornhusker State. Data provided by the Nebraska Racing and Gaming Commission shows in 2024, the 4 casinos in the state brought in more than $20 million. Numbers from January to July of this year, Nebraska's casinos have already brought in $19 million. Governor Pillen signed an executive order yesterday for $20 million in property tax relief, with some of that money coming from gambling revenue. Fourth story, out in central Nebraska, 3 people are in the hospital after a crash on the Adams-Clay County line. According to the Clay County Sheriff's Office, the crash happened near Highway 6 and Road A. NSP says a semi was trying to turn south when it went in front of an eastbound semi. One of those semis then went into a garbage truck that was at a stop sign. All 3 drivers were taken to a nearby hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and the driver who turned was cited in that crash. Wrapping things up with your final story, a time capsule from 1987 was opened at Bryan Health as part of their 100th anniversary celebration this year. Inside were photographs, that year's fun run shirts, volunteer smock, a brick from the 1926 energy plant, and restraining straps from a psychiatric unit. After some sawing and chiseling, several guests helped open the capsule, including some who sealed it more than 38 years ago. Bryan young professionals will be gathering items over the next 8 months to put inside a new time capsule, which will then be opened on Bryan's 150th anniversary in 2076. Pretty neat stuff there. That is your Morning Pulse for this Wednesday morning, and we'll wrap things up with a look at your 7-day. Heavy rain chances, but it won't be raining all day.
You've been listening to 1011's Morning Pulse. Watch, listen, stream on the 1011 Now app, on YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.